Imagine a world where the veil between life and death is thin, where gods and goddesses walk among us, manipulating fate, war, and the natural world itself. This is the realm of the Celts, a people who believed in the omnipresence of the supernatural. And among the most feared and revered deities in their pantheon was the Morrigan. The Morrigan, also known as the Phantom Queen or Great Queen, is a figure that strikes fear and awe into the hearts of warriors and rulers alike. Her origins lie deep within the annals of Irish mythology, and she is most closely associated with the Tuatha Dé Danann, the ancient gods and goddesses of Ireland. Though her name is singular, the Morrigan is often depicted as a trio of sisters, Badb, Macha, and Nemain, each representing different aspects of warfare, sovereignty, and magic. These sisters were more than mere goddesses of war. They were embodiments of fate, sovereignty, and death itself. Morrigan was not just the bringer of bloodshed, but also the orchestrator of destiny. Many ancient warriors believed that if the Morrigan appeared before battle, it was an omen, victory for some, but certain death for others. The Morrigan's lineage traces back to the Tuatha Dé Danann, a race of godlike beings who descended from the goddess Danu. Her father is said to be either Ernmas, an agricultural deity, or sometimes, Danu herself is seen as her mother, connecting her to the very source of creation in Celtic mythology. The Morrigan sisters, Badb and Macha, are also intertwined with Irish myth, and together they form the triad of war goddesses. The raven is one of Morrigan's primary symbols, often associated with her ability to foresee death. In Celtic myth, crows and ravens were known to circle battlefields, feeding on the dead. But the Morrigan's raven was more than just a scavenger. It was a harbinger, a sign that the goddess had chosen the victor or doomed the fallen. One of the most significant moments in Celtic mythology that featured the Morrigan was the Second Battle of Mag Tuired, a monumental war between the Tuatha Dé Danann and the Fomorians, a race of monstrous beings. It was here that Morrigan's role as a goddess of battle came into full force. During the battle, Morrigan used her shape-shifting abilities, transforming from a warrior to a raven to a washerwoman at the ford, an omen of death. The washerwoman, a figure from Irish folklore, was often seen washing the blood-stained clothes of those about to die. Her presence here was both a warning and a manipulation of fate. Morrigan was not just a deity of war, she also had a deep connection to kingship and sovereignty. It was believed that she could grant or withhold a ruler's power. In some stories, she would appear to a king, offering a cup of sovereignty. If the king accepted, his rule would be blessed; if he refused, he was doomed to fail. One of the most famous stories involving the Morrigan is her encounter with the legendary hero Cú Chulainn. The goddess appeared to him in various disguises, attempting to seduce him and offer him her protection. When he rejected her, she became his fiercest adversary, cursing him with bad luck and ultimately predicting his death. Though ancient, the Morrigan's influence has not faded. Today, she continues to be revered in modern pagan and Wiccan traditions. Followers celebrate her during the Samhain festival, the Celtic New Year, a time when the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. Rituals often involve calling upon her for protection, insight, and strength, particularly in times of personal transformation or struggle. The Morrigan is more than just a goddess of war. She is a force of nature, a weaver of destiny, and a protector of sovereignty. Her ability to shape fate, manipulate the tides of battle, and foresee death makes her one of the most powerful and enigmatic figures in Celtic mythology. Even today, her story resonates with those who walk the line between life and death, power and chaos. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the myth and legend of the Morrigan. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the ancient gods and goddesses of the world.